Hello and welcome to the Krolmeister sisters. This is Risa,
And this is Ariana.
and we are the Krolmeister sisters.
Sometimes.
Most of the time.
Sometimes we're Florence and Gail.
Obviously. Just as a reminder, this podcast is rated M for mature for mild language and drinking references, I guess. I think that's T for teen, right? Maybe T for teen.
Yeah, I don't think we're really M.
Yeah, well, we say the F word a lot. If you don't
Not
want
really. I was listening to our things. We don't really say the F word. Anyway, if you need something that's G-rated, then we suggest going to the Her Interactive official Nancy Drew podcast, which I actually got around to listening to finally. So, it's got some cool interviews with some voice actors and other people who have things to do with the production. So, yeah, it's kind of an interesting listen. So, have fun with that.
Especially if you really just want to be listening to interviews with people who work on the games. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But today we are going to be talking about Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake.
I thought you were going to say Ghostbusters, and I don't know why.
Yeah, this is no longer an Nancy podcast. It is now talking about Ghostbusters.
Are you telling me Nancy wasn't in Ghostbusters?
I'm not going to go into that. We're not going to go down that road. Okay, Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. Ariana, when did we play it?
That is still up for debate.
I remember it being after we played Secret of the Old Clock, we went back and tried to catch up on all of the ones we had missed in between the final scene and Curse of Blackmore Manor.
Mm-hmm.
No, between Scarlet Hand and Curse of Blackmore Manor. Because we didn't play any of those in that time period. We were not paying attention to the games at that point. But
basically we'd go, what? There's another one out?
Pretty much.
Oh, it's been out for 3 years?
So we went back through and we were trying to find all of them and play them. And only
them were really hard to find at the time.
2 of them were extremely hard to find, and it was Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake and it was Haunted Carousel.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
We ended up finding Ghost Dogs before Haunted Carousel. Like Haunted Carousel, we ended up having to find it like a Best Buy on the clearance rack in the PC game section.
It was in a 2-pack.
It was with
something.
Secret of the Scarlet Hand or something like that. I don't know. It was something we already had like 3 copies of, and it was just like
we have like 17 copies of Secret of the Scarlet Hand. Everything is paired with it.
It's true. I don't understand how we got so many copies of that game, and now I have a copy on Steam. So it's like that game just forever haunts me.
Yeah.
But yes, we were able to find Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake after a while. Very long while.
We're able to place it definitely sometime, at least in early high school for me.
Yeah.
Because that was one of those times when, my best friend Sarah was over and she hears Nancy saying, I'm going to need some torque. I'm going to need some torque. And we're sitting there going, what the fuck is she talking about? And then she goes, does she mean she needs a screwdriver? But God damn it.
Yeah, we had no idea what she was talking about. I thought she was just asking for something called a torque. Like, in my brain, it was something that was like a fork related, you know? Tong fork? I don't know, a torque. I don't know. I was like 12, okay?
But yeah, so that was, I guess about when we did it.
Yeah,
so.
I think that's when that happened. So what do you like about the game?
Well, I like, it's one of those ones where I really like the setting, because I love me some speakeasies.
Yeah.
I love me some cabin in the woods.
I know, right?
And I love me some ghost doggies. I love me some Rottweilers with glowing eyes.
I know, it's so good. Perfect doggies.
They're perfect doggos. They make me so happy. What do you like about it, sister?
I really enjoy the atmosphere, like most of all. Because it makes me think of like hiking, going out hiking and stuff in canyons. You know, the bird song, the crickets.
Yeah.
You know,
But getting lost in a weird maze-like area.
Oh my gosh, I do not like. That's not what I like about it.
What?
I like the graveyard though. I enjoy cemeteries.
Yes. Graveyards are always fun.
Yes, in real life and virtually.
Okay, I didn't mean that sarcastically,
No,
by the way, everybody. I really genuinely enjoy graveyards.
We're those people.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like anytime I get to go to a graveyard or a cemetery in an Instinger game, it like bumps that game up in rankings.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
you
that's
know?
the only thing that keeps Blue Moon Canyon up
Yeah.
at all. It really puts Ghost Thornton Hall over the top. Because if nothing else, they've all got like super depressing stories to go with them.
I know, right?
That what's his name? Dwayne?
No.
I am so bad with the names right now.
Wade.
I got like dyslexic in there and added an N. But
Dwayne Powers are
that is where I got that. That's
Dwayne shows up. Secretly, Dwayne is in every single game. It's just one character.
Because he's the greatest actor. And
what character is he in Dog then? Ghost Dog is more like. What character is played by Dwayne Powers?
Ranger Jeff. It was a very controversial move at the time because he was in blackface. They're like, we can't do that. This is like the early thousands, and he's like, no, it was only a bad thing in the 90s. We're okay with it now.
No, not true. Dwayne Powers wrong. You know,
he disappeared for a couple of games after that because they weren't sure they could handle the liability.
No, I'm pretty sure he plays Miles the Magnificent Memory Machine, so.
Miles, Magnificent Memory Machine! By the way, guys, that's my favorite.
I know, right?
Miles is my favorite character.
It's true. I have not played that. I have not played that game in years.
I know.
However,
side note, I was actually considering that we should play that with our respective boyfriends and make them do a guest spot talking about it, because that's one of the most absurd ones.
He would never come on here.
Oh yeah, no, neither would Adam. Yeah. Maybe
one day.
Maybe
if you guys send it enough pressure, maybe they will. Maybe they'll be peer pressured.
Yeah, no, wait. That could have adverse effects.
Yeah.
No. They want me to do what? No.
Well, hell no. Exactly.
Yeah.
So please tell them you don't want them to do it.
Yeah. Tell them you don't want their ugly faces on your
We don't show them
visual
faces. Yeah.
Podcasts. What? I didn't say it had to make sense. You know, do it.
Pretty much. Yeah. But that's what I like about the game.
Yeah. I also like the taking pictures. I know you've never really liked that, but I've always kind of enjoyed like listening for. I don't know. There's something about it that's really fun to me.
No, yeah, I get that. But at the same time, those woods are bullshit.
Right. Risa does not do well, as we've said, I think, with those kinds of woodsy things, where they make you try to figure out your way out of those things. For whatever reason, I just kind of click, and I'm good.
I just get lost.
Risa tries to make sense of things.
Helplessly lost. So that one, what is it, Captive Curse? That one as well. Yep. I also just get lost.
That's like the exact same kind of setup.
Danger on Deception Island, in the caves.
Yeah.
When we're climbing up
and
over the anvil thing or whatever it is. That one, that I get so lost.
Is it Blue Moon Canyon where there's
that's the one where we have to see all the symbols on things while we're walking towards it.
Yeah, okay, good. Great.
That
awesome.
one's awful.
I had a moment of combining that with
Shadow Ranch.
Shadow Ranch, thank you.
No, that one's easy because they give me things I can count. Like,
It's true.
you know.
Yeah.
But whatever. Whatever. See, that one's fine. I see where I am. The woods, that's scary because you're boxed in all around and all those things.
Yeah.
It's just like, I'm dead.
I'm dead.
I'm dead. So, who are your favorite characters, sister?
The doggos. I think
Honestly, the dogs are the only blameless characters in this
Right,
entire game.
I mean, cause I don't know. I think legitimately my favorite and only part of like the game that I really really love is just the dogs existing.
Yeah,
And I
they're
don't
just
know
chilling.
why.
They're just happy. They're having fun. They want to come play. And we're all like,
Right.
oh no, I'm scared of them. Whatever, dude. They just want to come
Whatever.
play.
Scared of their glowing eyes. Whatever.
Yeah.
Pansy.
I would never let glowing eyes stop me from petting a dog.
I would not either, and that is why I would be dead.
Seriously though.
Yeah.
I
I also kind of have a love-hate relationship with Red Knot.
yeah.
He's annoying and ornery, but it's also kind of an admirable thing for me. I don't know.
Why? He's an
I
asshole squatter.
know.
This isn't his property.
Oh no, it's not.
It's not his property, and there's no reason for him to be such an asshole to us. Like,
No.
all we're doing is existing.
I have a soft spot for asshole.
Apparently. He's the worst. Not like the worst, but he's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like, no thank you. I kind of wanted it to be him in the end. Because he was just an asshole. You know?
That segues into least favorite characters. Who's your least favorite character?
You know...
Because I listed mine in the show notes. You didn't list shit.
I know. I don't like Red. I don't like
Red.
Emily. And I don't like Jeff. And I don't like Sally. I don't like anyone here. I just want the dogs. The dogs and I are gonna go.
The ghost of Mickey Malone or whatever his name is.
Not Mickey.
Mickey Malone?
Mickey.
Yeah.
No, that's...
It's yes? Mickey Malone.
It's Mickey Malone, yes. I thought you said Nikki with an N. I got very confused.
Not Nikki.
I was like, I don't think it's Nikki, Ariana. But, I don't like Sally. She just, you know...
She abandoned us. Bitch up and left.
Yeah. Like, seriously, bitch? It's just 4 dogs. It's 4 Rottweilers.
What
like,
is too scary?
They're so scary. They have glowing eyes. You know what, bitch? They're dogs. You know? But whatever. Whatever.
I spilled drink.
How dare you? Party foul.
I'm all sticky.
But when we were at the bar last night, sidetrack, there's this one table, and through the time we were there, they ended up dropping at least 2 glasses and completely shattering them.
Oh, God,
like, party foul.
Party foul.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I just wanted the dogs. That's the only part, the only redeemable characters.
I want to take the dogs, go to the speakeasy, and not deal with any of the rest of it.
Yeah.
Emily's like hella aggressive.
She looks like Hillary
this
Clinton.
Is before she goes and works as Fatima.
Yep. Yep. Obviously. That's, you know.
But yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't. She's just like the worst. Because she gives us all those like fetch quest type things, and I'm just like.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think that's part of the issue with this one is it's not so puzzle heavy. It's just fetch questy. That's all it is.
The entire game is just them saying, "Well, I'll give you a spark plug if you go take pictures for me."
Like, I just want to fix my goddamn boat, bitch.
It's like, bitch.
Swear to God, I will push this old man out of the tree.
Yeah, do it. Push
Wait till
the
he's up in the
asshole.
tree and push him out.
Get off our freaking property, you squatter.
Yeah.
Nancy's gonna get her dad to come evict you.
I just remember it. I think that this is the one that has one of my favorite conversations wherein Nancy gets because Nancy gets trapped in the shed and they set it on fire.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
And she's talking on the phone with Bess afterwards, and she's like, "Oh no, I don't know that somebody tried to kill me." Bess is like, "No, they just accidentally locked you in a shed and set fire to it. Wake up and smell the arson, Nancy." Something like that. It's one of my favorite Bess moments.
I liked that Bess voice.
Yeah, I missed that one. I don't dislike the new one. Or
No.
I guess they're not really new. They've kind of the new quote unquote Bess and George have been
around for a while now.
But I'm apparently still not over the But no, I really liked the original George.
Yeah.
The current George, she's there's no big issue with her. I just really liked the original one. The Besses, I kind of
Yeah.
Sorry, we both just went off into thought.
The first one, wasn't the first Bess the actress named Punchy LaRue? And then when we dance, Nancy dances
as Punchy LaRue.
Dances as Punchy LaRue, yeah. Also in Secret of the Scarlet Hand, one of the donors on the wall is Punchy LaRue.
Punchy LaRue, yeah.
Yep. I don't know why they did all that for her, but they did. They used Punchy LaRue a lot.
I'm sorry. It's a good name. It is a great name.
It is a good name. It is a good name. Honestly.
Also, this is a good drink. Thank you, boyfriend.
Yes, we will announce that.
It is a very good drink.
Good. Okay. What's your favorite puzzle?
As I have said, not a lot in the way of puzzles.
But
okay, I wrote down, you wrote down Speakeasy. Regardless, sorry if I just stole what you were gonna do. I just remembered. Actually, my favorite puzzle is in the cabin. It's the thing where we're going. The turning the
dogs,
the various animals on the different walls. Yeah,
I was about to say actually that.
Oh. Well, you didn't write it down.
Well, I also
not the show notes doesn't exist.
I also like the Speakeasy puzzle with the thingies, you know? The thingies?
The taps.
Thank you. Brain fog. I'm just, if you guys saw me, I'm doing the little hand gesture of filling up a glass with the you know, the thingies. The taps. I also like the one in the graveyard because wait, that's not a puzzle.
Yeah, that's right, with the numbers.
No, it is a puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes graves have things on them to help us with puzzles. Sometimes graves are puzzles. Mm-hmm. You know, sometimes.
I like that.
Just not sure.
I think if you're going to leave behind a grave, it should have some semblance of meaning.
Jot this down, Ariana. My grave needs to have a puzzle on it. But it's got to be something that isn't just put 2048 on my fucking tombstone. I'm not bitter about that at all, and see.
You're not going to get over that one.
I'm never going to get over having to do just 2048. I understand us playing full on Sudoku and shit like that. That's fun.
Or the Minesweeper in Icicle Creek.
I actually love that.
I love that.
I love Minecraft.
Oh,
Minesweeper.
You just pulled a mama there. Our mother calls Minecraft Minesweeper without fail.
See, I was just working with children today, and we have Xboxes back in the club, and we play Minecraft at all times. So that's the word in my mouth. Because why don't we play Minecraft? Come on.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
That's like a song. Why don't we put... Anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
But, yes. Those kinds of puzzles.
Yes. Those are some good shit.
but not just playing 2048.
Not,
It's like, what
yeah.
are they gonna do next? Just put like cookie clicker in or something? Like, really, really, how lazy is that? How lazy is that?
I feel like, okay, I know I said that this doesn't have much in the way of the puzzles, but the puzzles that it does have are those like fun ones that
Yeah.
they really seed the information. It's not, you know, another game disguised. It's not it's not doing nonograms or whatever
Yeah.
to figure out. It's real intelligent, you know, kind of puzzles that
I mean,
I
to
don't
be
know.
fair, nonograms are hard and take intelligence.
Okay.
But I know what you
Yes,
mean.
but
It's not a mini game. It's an
yeah,
actual puzzle
exactly.
that,
It's not a mini game. It's an actual built-in puzzle that, you know, it helps forward the plot in a lot of cases.
as opposed to things that are just like, yes, go solve this puzzle so it can give you a prize, which is our so many other things where it's like, solve the puzzle and you get an eye. Here, have an eyeball.
Hey, I love when we get eyeballs.
It's just like, ah, yes, you have done this random game in the lobby. You get a key or something, you know?
Yeah.
It's just,
You are listing like my favorite things. I
just
love
like,
getting the key in final scene. I love various ways of getting eyeballs in like what's it? Crystal Skull.
yeah, you know, I'm just saying that
You're just listing my favorite puzzles and I don't know why.
these have actual meaning in the story to them instead of
Yes.
being a mini game disguised as a riddle.
These are the kind of ones that that were our basis when we were like, you know what, when we get old, we're just gonna have puzzles all over the place, and that's
Yeah.
what people are gonna have to do to find our will or whatever.
It's okay. I don't plan on having enough money to be able to leave a will.
I plan on trying.
You know.
I don't know, man. I was listening to a old guy trapped me for like 40 minutes today at the very end of my shift, and so I ended up leaving like 5 minutes late. But so he trapped me and told me about how his mother got rich just by being an office manager, and they kept giving her bonuses that like doubled every year until she had $500,000 squirreled away, and she was like, "I don't have to work. I'm good."
If only.
And then continued to raise her sons into their 50s. He said it was a very interesting conversation. Anyway, another example of how Nancy Drew has helped me prepare for my job, listening to old people ramble on and on and on. But anyway, I'm gonna get rich like her.
I wish.
Although it'll have to be more than $500,000 because that's not a lot in this economy.
Am I right?
Am I right? Not in this economy. That was my snotty person laugh.
Pretend you're drinking
Snooty.
a martini.
I meant snooty. I have not had enough of this drink to feel this way.
Just a long day.
It's a long week.
Yeah. But okay. So overall, how would we rate this game? Like, I know we haven't been rating games, but if you were going to rate this game, what would you really rate it?
Out of what?
Let's say
What's
out
our
of
base
10.
here?
Let's say out of 10.
Okay, then I would probably go for a solid 7.
Yeah, that's what I was
It's
thinking.
not a great game, but it's definitely above average as far as, because we've got, you know, the nice atmosphere. I do love the music in the speakeasy.
Oh yeah.
And the stained glass of his doggies. Yeah. Oop. Yeah.
And just the fact that we get to learn all about how much he loves his dogs. That's the most wholesome part of the entire game. He just loved those dogs so much.
So we can overlook the fact that he was a probably violent criminal.
Yeah, definitely. But he sure did like dogs.
Yeah. But he loved him some doggos.
Yep.
And I can respect that.
Yep.
Although I still have to question who made the dogs' tombstones, if he was not around. If they say that the dogs went off
Ran
to like
off
live
into
on
the
their own,
woods. Yeah.
but then somebody
Someone
was
had
making
said.
their tombstones.
Someone said on our post when we first live blogged the game, which was the first game we live blogged on Tumblr.
It was.
When we first live blogged it, someone commented saying that he had made the gravestones before he died, and
With the dates on them?
other people filled in the death date. Is what it's. I think someone said that it's explained in there, in like a news article clipping or something like that. I don't remember. It's been like 3 years since I played this game, so I don't.
Yeah, same.
It doesn't sound right, but I don't know enough about it to refute it.
Exactly. That's my response to a lot of things lately. I don't know enough about it to refute that.
So maybe that's what it is.
Mayhaps.
Maybe that's what happened, is that he made them knowing he wanted to, obfuscate things.
Yeah.
And so he put those little hints in. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's what he did, so he could put down when they're born and everything. Like, that's all I can think of, but I still don't like that answer. I much prefer the answer that maybe he had, like, some gangster buddies who looked after his dogs after he died. That's what I like. The idea of is just
he had a nicely out there.
Exactly.
He's
looking after his dogs.
You're looking out for my dogs when I'm gone. They're gonna throw me in the clink.
Sure. Yeah, boss. Yeah, I sure will.
You betcha, boss. All right.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened.
That's precisely what happened.
I am declaring that canon.
Tell me that that's not what happened, I will fight you.
Pretty much at this point.
And I'm a hair puller.
It's true, she is.
Okay, how would you rate it, sister?
How would I rate it? I would also rate it probably a 7. Maybe a 6.5.
Yeah.
It's not visually interesting. It's a nice atmosphere, but everything's just kind of like gray colored.
No, I mean, I don't know.
Like the entire set is gray and brown.
Kind of, yeah.
It's just kind of beige.
I think I do like that. As far as visuals as well as puzzles, that when we're having to get the picture of the falcon or hawk, probably hawk, is how we notice that there's the
it's pretty clever.
I like that a lot. So I don't know. I kind of tie that into the visuals.
It's pretty cool. There's that very stark difference between the rest of the atmosphere. It's contrasted to the speakeasy, where in the speakeasy everything is brightly colored and it's more vibrant, whereas the rest of the, current day world is kind of gray and bleak.
Okay, because the woods are gonna be like grays, kind of year. But then you go into Ranger Jeff Akers' place, and he's got like all that woodiness, and there's a lot of greens. That's it's like, oh, let's fake what the woods are supposed to be like.
Yeah.
And so it's like there's the real, there's the false, and then there's the liveliness of the speakeasy.
Yeah.
I visually approve. Anyway.
Yeah. And then you just get into Emily's store, and it's just, like you're at Lake Miramar and you're trying to get a snack. I mean, maybe that's just a bit too pinpoint to my life experience.
Yeah.
But it's like going into any sort of like store right on a lake in a fishing spot. Like, it's so familiar, Yeah. And so tacky. Everything's always so tacky in those stores.
Everything's so 70s, and it's weird, and it's like, was it 70s when it was in the 70s? Or did they update to the 70s sometime in the 90s? What happened here?
Yeah.
I'm asking the real questions.
It's true. But, I mean, Pretty much. They're all the same. Like bait shop / just, I don't know, fishing area.
Yeah.
But it's just, they're all like that. They're just all like that. Okay, we've already covered deciding which character Dwayne plays in this.
After that,
so
what
is our other conspiracy theory about this game?
Oh gosh, because there's the Dwayne, and there's obviously my previous one where Emily is Fatima. Okay, Mickey Malone had an illegitimate child, and that is who made all of the puzzles afterwards.
Oh.
See, Mickey gave him the specifications, but made sure that he knew, that he had to be the one to take care of the dogs and stuff like that. Actually, I like this as a theory. This is not crackpot anymore. No longer my crackpot theory.
No. Mine is that Sally is not a real person.
Another one of Nancy's voices, huh?
No, she's not a real person because she's actually just like an assassin trying to lure Nancy out there to kill her, and it doesn't work, and instead she just gets
sister
a puzzle.
Sally is affiliated with the American branch of Cathedral.
Obviously.
Yes, she was taking Nancy out there to test her, and then all that stuff went down, and yes. And Sally went and told Bridget about her.
Yep, obviously.
That's way better than my one before we started recording, where Sally is actually Sally Yates. I feel like that's not how we need to end this episode.
Okay.
Right there.
Okay. Sounds good.
What are your crackpot theories?
Please tell us. Please tell us.
Stick with the script, sister. God damn.
I'm sorry.
This drink is hitting really hard. Let's
apparently. Okay, well, this was the Krolmeister Sisters podcast. I'm Risa.
I'm maybe Ariana. I don't know. This drink is mixing me up.
And we ask you guys to stay sleuthy.
Stay sleuthy.